Camera, you
Hello.
now or the increment money.
Just going for a little.
30 rand. The joke is 150 rand.
We did all that time. Yesterday. Last month we did all that time. You don't say no. We did for Cabo. You be doing you are not going.
Now what? That one did in our side.
Juice, more juice. No some spice. The alcohol spice so it makes the fermentation process.
No, but at least this one it did better than nothing.
But if you drink water, you know still
What's
here.
the store no around here, so chairman?
No, yeah, it can come.
You see? Yeah. Just go a little bit forward.
Okay, so the human ask you, you ask them.
I need to ask you.
You will look as you first thing as moment they answer again.
You call man petit, you are in.
You look as moment then the dog.
Why? You don't answer. Say,
Stop, you don't go be perfect.
you are. Thunder no.
That one concern me. Mulu, that one no concern me. Where's your phone? You don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh, you text me.
Message. No, I'm gonna come out.
Okay.
It makes us teacher. I have to speak
Get the name first. So that man don't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everyone, because you respect me. All the way to take away and
So they bring Fanta at trouble.
When you drink, they'll give you a fine.
Camera, are you okay? No. Camera, are you okay?
Hello.
Now or the increment money.
Just going for a little.
30 rand. The joke is 150 rand.
Master key. Where you?
What begin there? Oh, you president. That's hard. That's hard.
In a right, and we organize a fundraising occasion up on pocket up till May, and we organize it. May then another long organize any other no, but it's a long MP. It organizes women at home. Then when kitchen to no one can not when kitchen burn to some woman come not to some will come soon. Nip pop participate more PUC. And when come men not sharp and bird is in door. And therefore when come person door. In what to a kitchen burn, you will need our organizer fundraising occasion. I don't think to get the fundraising occasion. Men de kan känna något i affären. När personer men de andra med bjuder hela tiden. Therefore, the sheets are executive. The kitchen will not be reduced a level of burden to number of members. and the fundraising occasion. Après non, une company people organize the fundraising. Coach organize even possessing dog. Een job na right. I'm going to organize up and company to organize a fundraising occasion. Een job in keep them reduce our overburden. No, don't we I'm the fundraising occasion the premier. Last time fundraising occasion. After fundraising occasion, any fundraising occasion after we get a 6 month period according to law. I'm going organize a fundraising war. I'm going leader organize fundraising war. And it almost that now when the feedback in company raising now. Local time is that now. When always eat the manner answer at all times. Bush Mono, guys, the best money, it will shoot the quadruple lie the executive now. Nishilo, as some will lie in the two. Nishilo, I think you don't do some mark or a bread mark or lemon go like on our enemy. Indomie, but they don't contribute for me for reason. Therefore, when young. If we come now when we feedback, nous pas using camera pour la contribuer là. Nous when get accountability. I'm going to end in camera pour ça Allah. That notice pour qu'un chien notice appelons Mbarlem PCA la choix ne pengen amu PTO and at particular choix go our camelation our introduction our gachipe as a vibrant sa ani pen la inge ta na biembe so pe yam kwam sum ne be ka chi jewen Pitchy invited Pinyin said, I move occasion. Or discover no can and if of in getting pin there, tap and the tip on the quote balloon. Car pops have said champion to when trumpet open, but I'm moon including balloon like mamboom. I like a piapip, boom balloon, tom bullet, or zillo, or cannon. And she can't come with a queer tone bomb. I'm more perfumed and machine. I'm motivated even more. And so. So, which are been by most queer Amazon. Garbage just been here, Lapin. Land ripping, mossy, in notice you jumper at all times. You make one Kearney program, Kenpanam cultural report. You mean Guamlo, and Mune, getting down. But Cap went down as a no, but a moon bargain. Being down was a burn down was a but tap PTO. But now was a pentin, I am Sara level barlum, and now it's only barlum, it's no more level, I shimmer the law. Go and ripple to reflect on now. When kitchen full. Le July, ne peut normally launch PUC activities à mon groupe. Un chose China n'est bien, le reste tourne Pinyin de moi lazim. Ne oui, à généralement non. Pour petit China ne fera une tourne Pinyin ne fa, pour Chine pour winda. Ati ne faut ne moment kaba, ati ne faut ne moment kaba ma. La the minutes were Antola United. So, up now another farm in the Indian. So, I teach you for the top when I put teaching being a solo in Antola United. The top fuga to play up a mouth of Bana. I went to around the pedal. Not only put teaching any of So, generally, China and Indo, China and Indo, I'm about Yankamu, and China, a Kitopia, person now may come with the one out of Fusina. Every topic, Mankama, to many of the company meeting, and to promising tell no ship of 100,000. I'm Robinson said, no ship of 100,000. I'm in Donville. Meeting one in Russia and one in the president, I'm moving Ruba. People able and evaluating from law, law essence, a China shop with a car paying a hole. We mentioned you have a color and drop off and no essence, shop away. I pay that more than at all costs. Essence and she not been participating, I'm not talking at all costs. That will always into a troop and the stand. Footballers only get emotion comes in. Also, a year, everything was Sana, never son, for the learning, the same level. It's changing up and it's teaching and teaching the control. We're down the Nami and Danabo, Chairman PUT 2025. Please, again. Can't be what you know. Also, I'm taking charge of all the chairman. You see 2025. So for that, Jeff Money. I am the Pongo Nabo Secretary General in 2025. The Pan Commission. And the Pan Commission of PTO, local number, and was the Nabo. Nippon Chipper Soon, Sports Minister, PTO. Yemi and Kwakno who and always get a better experience year after year. Year after year, Kwakno get a far more better experience. So I'm going to partner with Solid. It was now the book teaching. The children actually have the public intervening in the carpet talk from a woman. Local intervene to carpet, probably not the public intervene. And one of them tournament almost in Gabi would be a super president Peter or President Peter or Tongue in showing up be free. It intervene, long show up be free. And given moment that she showed up President Peter or show up be free. After knowing a number, and remember, no thing lower President Peter at the version, the show me routine, here one no thing. Now, Mambu Molano, a shown Saza, up car, bear shot me, I got ever the forum Amo PTO. No President PTO, after President PTO, President PTO, intervene, I intervene and to, but intervene and it's another. So therefore, Nikwano President showing no idea, it tournament, create any no PTO, and they're going to. La God Guano, La God Guano. The bishop Piano level reproach Guano, but don't have a whole day. I'm key, but no time won't be Yazi. Even on Guano, I show the wall, and I will go show me the boss. But go show me again a bad mentality and from there. Even Guano, make sure me, but people conscious there. So at the same time, or if you see Chairman Kini, the player Marco, Agama, the show no table free. If you show the show the lobby, if you favor a Marco, could be favor things, La Angora, a quarter to top. But wherever the truth is at the Okwama, a proper guy that over the year. If we share that soon, when not son, but so lead down, but so lead down and teen, but get a choice, and it should be panic with trusting. And in Kwanoka, anyone, I get any less trust. Or you can get any in Kwano cancer, can't anyone get any less trust. I'm leadership when you get I'm 2025. You will not soon tongue open to Monga. It's support as much as possible. Njiro Pengera are the best year ever. Yemi Engam ya to Danamopeg. Go meeting where the words and the Nkuna Kapin, as much as possible for whether Asa, it's a do me where don't get a sa. Yemi Ngami Yago advocated Shibalambo when Mushroom, Sam meeting the man and there be me out.
Pinyin, that's the president, Shona Munda. You don't put more president. In quite low, in the motion of president, I'm being a town. No concern to be delegated to PUC. The point very important, Camazon. In quite a point, Pamba, one of the war, a leadership teaching, Amundag. One sunny, but only leader wanna pay Mukungun, drop down, Kumukungu, Mumba, la automatically in the moon. You don't put 9 a wood ago, until when the gun out in there, a fire fan, but then out of fast at a put. You may don't allow delegate Bubatum. They are far open during the UC. They put in announcement of bread point paw, Young out with the maximum artwork, the bunny sheet. Jimmy Gundati Tum. But I'm be a water for the point, treatment in the young to money. You talk looking for the little better and a last station. There to minute report over to you in the section.
We are the SC. And then observer would continue that local minute boom. Minutes of PTO meeting held on the 27th of April 2025 at Kensington. The meeting started at 3:45 p.m., preceded by the usual 1 hour of top-up exercise. Words of prayers were guided as always by Pastor Jonas, who called on God's mighty presence in the lives of the people of the Pinyin community. He spoke again of the enigmatic presence of the anonymous child pedophile, also known fondly as Uncle, and warned him to desist from his diabolic acts of his being exposed and prosecuted. Addressing the assembly, the president expressed his satisfaction on the impressive turnout of members to the meeting. He acknowledged the return of Mr. Mulu Frederick after a long layoff due to protracted illness. He thanked the community of the spirit of togetherness and the massive financial responses during those difficult moments in his life. He spoke briefly on this year's maiden convention, but warned that Cape Town might not involve in this event. On related note, the differences that marked the unity of PTO Western Cape was now resolved, and they were having a functional government. He spoke about potential security measures during our meetings, and also entreated the House through to an imaginary situation where the meeting could face an attack from an adversary in the course of deliberations. And the question was, how would people behave or react in the face of adversity or events of an attack? He spoke on the progress of the youth wing of PTO, and the need for PTO to afford them with guidance on discipline and leadership skills as per their request. Last but not least was a letter received from the Secretariat of PTO, whose subject matter was an appeal from WA regarding the adjudicated status of Mr. Ndu Ronstadt by the previous government. Minutes of the previous meeting were read with unprecedented absence of corrections and matters arising, as they were moved adopted by Mr. Ben Kingsley and Tavi for Santos. Followed after minutes was report from Kitera Allah, which saw the intro of the new chairman in Mr. Muluk Jacob. He addressed the House on the vision of the project and also the debts of 150,000 rand owed by Kiterala to Pinyin. As questions began to come in endlessly, the president intervened to save time as the financial secretary took turn to deliver his report. This report handled matters of expenditure and income. Expenditure, according to the report, stood at 132,200, while income 173,703 rand. As expenses were deducted from income, therefore, the House was left only with the balance of 41,082 rand. The report was followed by emphasis from Mr. Tar Kingsley, who held that the meeting's money was largely in the pockets of members, as he recommended a separate spreadsheet for non-covered members and for the debts of the House to be read out in every meeting session. In his second presentation, the Minister of Sports paid tribute to all those that made PUC 2024 a success, attributing the merits of the tournament to the wonderful sponsors without whose support it wouldn't have been possible. He equally recommended his team and the delegates for a terrific job, as he promised an even better and greater 2025 edition. He appealed on more sponsors, as it had always been the same individuals who provide sponsorship over time. On a related note, he promised a friendly football encounter between Pinyin versus Mancon. Protocol report centered on the challenges faced by the officers, especially as members seldom mark their names when they enter the hall before taking up to their seats. He therefore emphasized on members to take this exercise seriously, as the president intervened to declare that affirmative approach must be taken to deal with members clocking during meetings. A total of 3 new members got registered during the meeting. 2 committees were formed during this meeting session. One for pure guidance and the other for the review of appeal letter from WA. While the former consisted of Mr. Ben Kingsley, Pastor Mosa Chris, and Pastor Jonas, the latter was made up of Mr. Mancho Fidelis, Mrs. Rosie, Pastor Lydia, and Mr. Mulu Lucien as head of the team. The one for Pinyin language formation of the youths was in pipeline, as the person who offered sponsorship on this endeavor, Tayu Tenkem Ower, was not present at the meeting. Other matters began with the president bringing tidings to the House from Tamuga Harrison, becoming Mami Tapi. They thanked the people of Pinyin